Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to just have a couple of matters. The first is to ask you to consider a date for a board planning session to discuss priorities for the year. You may recall we had a similar meeting at Jones Lake last year in February, and then a follow-up meeting at the airport in April. A couple of suggested weeks include the last week of January or the week of February 10th through the 14th. Which may be about, I don't know what your schedule looks like, but sometime in February may be a better date in terms of us being able to have January's financial data and that type thing already available for us.
So you want, how many days on the February? Just looking at any time
Just
during
one.
that time?
Yeah, I was thinking like, I think last year we maybe started at 10 or so, and,
Didn't it take us 2 days to finish it though?
we did, that's what I was saying, we had the first one in February, and then we had a subsequent meeting in April.
But you don't know if you need a subsequent, if you don't get it done.
I don't know.
That's probably the best way to do it, do one, if we need another, schedule it. What's going to be the pleasure of the board on what's a good day?
I think February would be better than January.
Second week I want.
I think based on your data, that's what you're indicating.
And if you want us to try to work a time out offline, and if the next week and schedule it formally the next meeting, we can do that.
Third week.
The third week of February, okay.
Because I'm gone.
You gone 4 weeks? No, he said he'll be gone. Third
Oh,
week
he's
of February.
gone that week?
Third week.
He said he'll be gone third week.
Okay, I'll be gone the second part of it, early part of the second, I'm correct.
The 10th is on a Monday.
The 10th, I think, is on Monday.
Well,
Yes, sir.
February 10th, February 10th
February
was
10th
Monday.
is Monday.
The 10th
I
doesn't
can't
work
do
for
it
them.
10th, 11th. I don't have any on schedule.
What about the 12th of February?
The next day, third,
What about
Tuesday?
the 11th of February?
The only thing about the 11th, we have a fewer meeting
Oh.
too, but I mean,
And what time are we gonna have this meeting though? In the morning?
10 in the
I was
morning.
thinking around 10 or so. But I mean, that's
Oh, I can
flexible.
do 10,
We
I
can,
can do morning.
whenever it works with
I
you
can
all.
do morning. I can do morning, I can't do evening.
On the 12th,
On the 10th.
on the 10th.
I can't do that.
Oh. The 12th.
What about the 11th?
How's the 12th then?
That's on what, Wednesday?
It's a Wednesday.
Morning, that's fine.
Huh?
I'll be
It's
gone.
Wednesday.
That's
I'll be
fine,
gone.
we do what time? At 9 o'clock?
Do it 9?
No,
I said 9 o'clock.
Doctor, you're not gonna be out there by 1 o'clock.
you're sure at what time?
No, you're
At
not gonna be
all.
out there by 1 o'clock.
I had to leave last year to get Zoe at, I think, like 2:30
Not
or 3.
going, you can't go the whole
Well, I'm
day.
leaving
to set
anyway,
aside.
I'm going out of town that day, remember I just said I can't go
Oh.
that, but I can do it that
What
morning,
about
if you
the
do it, but I'm
following-
leaving, I'm
Then
never
you're
going out of town that
gone.
day for the week.
So the
So
12th,
if you do it, yeah, if you do it, just know I'll
We
be
can't do it 8 o'clock in the morning.
we can do anytime it works for
Yeah,
you.
anytime we want.
8 o'clock in the morning, start early in the morning.
February 10th, February 12th at 8 o'clock?
Yeah. Do it 10 o'clock.
Let's go with that.
That
It's gonna be hard to pick a day that's
Yeah,
not gonna be
we'll
good.
just
for
go,
everybody.
but there's none of us, so it's gonna
We'll
be,
do 8 o'clock.
Okay, and we'll get clear on the location.
I'll try to be
And
there.
what's the other one?
February 12th at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
We won't schedule another one
Until
until we see if we need it.
February 12th at 8 o'clock.
Okay, thank you all. And then just to review the calendar, is that a, just,
February 12th, that's fine.
Need a motion.
go ahead and motion.
Okay.
Okay, can I get
Make a motion that we do it on February.
8 o'clock on February 12th. I got a motion by Mr. Dallas, a second by Mr. Gooden.
I'll have to
Any
determine.
discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
No.
Nay. All right, do that, because I'm leaving that day, I have to leave that day.
So you
I'm
do a
traveling.
no,
I gotta travel that day.
but you're coming at 8, aren't
Yeah, but I have to drive for 10 hours.
you? Okay, I mean.
I'll
that's
be in and
fine.
out.
We understand, that's no
Okay.
problem.
All right,
We have 8 and 1.
that'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll be gone.
And, thank you all. And then just to review the calendar with you very briefly and point out with you, tomorrow at 12 noon, there's an Economic Development Commission meeting. On Wednesday, the Diabetes Forum continues at Baldwin Branch Missionary Baptist Church. On the Thursday the 9th at 12 p.m., the JCPC committee meeting will be held. On Saturday, the 11th at 6 p.m., the Bladen County Fire and EMS Association Appreciation Dinner will be held at the FFA camp at White Lake. On Monday, the 13th at 5 p.m., the Health and Human Services Advisory Committee meets. On Tuesday, the 14th, the Chamber meets at 12 noon at the Farmers Market. And at 2 p.m., the Opioid Task Force meeting will be held at the Health Department. On Saturday the 18th at 7:30, the Blaine's Blooming Agri-Industrial Casino Night will be held at the Cape Fear Vineyard. Offices will be closed on the 20th in observance of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. There is a parade here in Elizabethtown at 11 a.m. The board meets on Tuesday, the 21st at 6:30 p.m. The NCAB meeting will be held on the 28th at 7 p.m. The location has not yet been determined. Moving over to February, the board, there will be a prayer service at 8 a.m. on the 3rd. The board meets that evening at 6:30. JCPC meets on the 6th. Health and Human Services on the 10th. Chamber meets on the 11th, as well as the opioid task force meeting at 2 that day. On the 12th, we just scheduled a board planning session for 8 a.m. The diabetes forum continues that day, and then on the 17th, the board meets at 6:30 p.m. On Saturday, the 29th, the NACO Legislative Goals Conference will begin in Washington. Mr. Chairman, that's all I have this time.
Mr. Mark,
Yes, sir.
where's the Blake Ministerial meeting?
It was on a Tuesday.
This is the first Tuesday of the month, at 8 o'clock.
Can we add that to our calendar?
We need, yes, sir. It was on a Tuesday, early in the morning.
I'm trying to figure out how to hear.
Is it 8:30?
It's 8, wait, no, it is 8:30.
I'm not sure.
Is it 8?
8:30.
8.
I got it here, January the 7th.
January the
It's the
7th?
first Tuesday of the month, whatever.
Yeah, that's the
January
one.
the
That's the
The
one.
date falls on.
January 7th at 8:30.
That's the one.
It's the first Tuesday of the month. Get at the Solarium, Hospital Solarium.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any correspondence, miscellaneous correspondence? If not, before we adjourn, I'd like us all to pray for the year for this county, and we look forward to a good year for all of us. Can I get a motion to dismiss?
So move.
Got a motion by Mr. Condell, got a second by Mr. Gooden. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved.